Namaste and welcome to Fit India Quiz 2023 brought to you by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. I am Vishnu. I'll be taking you through this India's largest quiz on sports and fitness, and today we are at Uttarakhand. But before looking at the 4 finalists, out of whom only one will be going to the nationals, let's have a look at the legacy of Uttarakhand in sports, history and culture. Now it's time to look at the 4 fabulous finalists, the state finalists from Uttarakhand, out of whom only one will be going to the nationals. On team number 1, we have Kanika and Pooja from Kendriya Vidyalaya Banbasa. On team number 2, we have Piyush and Priyanshu from Kendriya Vidyalaya ONGC Dehradun. On team number 3, we have Riya and Somesh from KV Lohaghat. And on team number 4, we have Sneha and Nikhil Negi from KV Srinagar. Without further ado, let's have a look at the rules of round number 1, the Get, Set, Go. Here are the rules.
It's time for the first round of the quiz. Get, set, go. In this round, each team, starting with Team 1, will have an opportunity to select a topic of their choice. Remember, once a team has chosen a topic, it becomes unavailable to the other teams. After selecting your topic, a question will be displayed on the screen without any options. You can answer directly and earn 20 points. However, if you are uncertain about the answer, there is no need to worry. You can opt to view the options. Once the options are revealed, you will have 3 opportunities to choose the correct answer. If you guess it correctly on the first try, you will score an impressive 15 points. On the second attempt, you will earn 10 points, and on the final try, you will receive 5 points. You will have 25 seconds to answer a question, whether or not you choose to view the options. There are no negative marks in this round, and questions will not be passed to the other teams. This gives everyone a fair chance to excel.
The first round, Get, Set, Go, will go in the clockwise direction. So the first team, that is KV Banbasa, will get the first chance to pick their topic for their question. KV Banbasa, you have local, sports history, surprise, sports equipment, Olympics and single sport event. All the 6 topics open for you. What would you like to go for?
Local.
You want to go for local. That's a nice thing, you're going for local. A very easy question, I assume. Let's see at the question. On which pioneering mountaineer is the book The Girl Who Climbed Mountains by Lavanya Karthik based on? Do you want the options? The timer has just started. Do you want the options?
Options.
You want the options, and here are your options. Bachindri Pal, Savita Kanswal. I'm not reading rest of the options to not waste your time. What's your pick?
So first is Bachendri Pal, second is
Bachendri
Chandraprabha
Pal is the
Pal.
correct answer. You can stop there. You need not continue there. I remember your trick in the semi-final. For Bachendri Pal, will give you 15 points there. You are the only team who invented that trick, and all the other teams in Uttarakhand semi-final 2, I guess, followed the same trick, but no other states did that. That's a nice trick anyway. Next question to team number 2, KB ONGC Dehradun. It's your chance to pick your topic. 5 topics are there for you. 1 topic is down. What would you like to go for?
Sports equipments.
ONGC Dehradun is going for sports equipment, and here is the question on sports equipment on your screens now. In which sport do the coaches use a spotting scope from their box behind the athletes while a match is going on? Behind the athletes, do you want the options? The timer has just started. You want the options? Here are your options: wrestling, diving, archery and table tennis. What's your pick?
Sir, archery. And
You want to go for archery, and you still have 12 more seconds to go, and that gives you plus 15 points to team 2. KB ONGC archery is the correct answer. 2 teams have scored 15 points in the first 2 questions. Let's see what's in store for the rest of the 2 teams. Team number 3, KV Lohaghat, it's your chance to pick. 2 topics are down, 4 topics are open for you. What would you like to go for? Local and sports equipment are done. Rest are open for you.
Olympics.
You want to go for Olympics, good choice, and here is a question on Olympics. Which city has been a host of Summer Olympic Games 3 times, making it the first and only city to achieve this distinction to date? Do you want the options? The timer has started. Here are your options: London, Tokyo, Los Angeles and Paris. To date, only till date. What's your first pick?
Option is London.
What's your first pick?
Option is London.
Option A, London. Option A, London will give you plus 15. You give me the answer at the nick of the time. Only 1 second was left when you answered that. Option A, London is correct as of date, but few months later, the Olympics are going to happen in Paris. That will be the second city which has hosted the games for 3 times, and 5 years later or 4 years later, you can say, the Los Angeles will become the third city to be added in the list who have hosted the games for 3 times. As of now, it is only London in April 2024. Next question to team number 4, KV Srinagar. Here are the topics. 3 topics down, 3 topics open for you. What would you like to go for? Local sports equipment and Olympics are done. Rest of the 3 topics are open for you.
Single sport event.
You want to go for single sport event, and here is a question on single sport event. Which men's major golf championship awards winners a unique green jacket in 1949 and engraves their names on the club's silver trophy since 1961? Do you want the options, KV Srinagar?
Options.
You want the options,
US
and
Open.
here are your options. US Open will not give you 15 points. Go for plus 10.
PGA
PGA
Championship.
Championship will not give you plus 10 either, and go for the third chance.
Open Championship.
Open Championship unfortunately will also not give you plus 5. You gave me 3 wrong answers. You did not give me 1 correct answer. That unfortunately keeps your score at 0 in this round. At the end of first round, get set go, here is how the scorecard looks like. 3 teams, KV Banbasa, KV ONGC and KV Lohghat are at 15, and 1 team yet to open their account, KV Srinagar, but these are still early days and anything can happen in the next 3 rounds. Let's see what happens in the round number 2, the second lap. Here are the rules.
Welcome to the second lap. In this round, teams will pick their topics in reverse order, starting with the last team. Each question in this round will feature 6 images, out of which only 4 are correct. For every correct selection, your team will earn 5 points. However, be cautious. If you choose an incorrect option, your score for that question will reset to 0, and your turn will end there. If a team manages to select all 4 correct images, they will receive a bonus of 5 points. So when in doubt, it might be wiser to stop and secure the points you have. There is no passing of questions in this round. Each question comes with a maximum time limit of 45 seconds, so you'll need to be both quick and accurate. Good luck.
The second lap will go in the anti-clockwise direction, that is the team number 4, KV Srinagar, will get the first chance to pick their topic. KV Srinagar, here is your grid, pick your topic. You have 6 topics for you. What's your topic? What's your pick?
Sir, Commonwealth game.
You want to go for Commonwealth Games, and here is your question on Commonwealth Games. List the Indian athletes who have won more than 7 medals at Commonwealth Games. Your
Achanta
timer has
Sarath Kamal.
started. Achanta Sharath Kamal will give you plus 5. Good going, good start. Next, you have 25 more seconds to go and 3 more options to pick. What's your second pick?
Sir, Jaspal Rana.
Jaspal Rana will give you plus 10. Good going there again. And what's your third pick, or do you want to quit if you're not sure about it?
So we will quit.
You want to quit. Okay, you get your 10 points anyway. What would have been your other 2 guesses had you not quit?
So Abhinav Bindra.
Abhinav Bindra, good that you did not go for Abhinav Bindra and you had quit there. It would have taken your score back to 0. Abhinav Bindra did not win more than 7 medals. The rest of the 2 correct answers are Gagan Narang and Samaresh Jeng. Good that you have quit there and you bagged your 10 points. You scored something in the second round. You scored a 0 in the first round. Good going there. Next question to team number 3, KV Lohghat. 1 topic down. Rest are open for you, KV Lohghat. What's your pick?
So surprise.
You want to go for surprise, and let's see if the question surprises you. Here is your question on your screen. List the whole grain foods that are good for balanced diet. Whole grain foods.
Chapati.
Chapati plus 5. Good going. Good to
So
start.
oatmeal.
Oatmeal plus 10. You want to quit or you want to
So
continue?
quit.
You already
We will
backed
quit.
it. You want to quit. Had you not quit, what would have been your other two options? It says whole grain foods. Whole grain foods. Yes?
Brown
you have
rice
something?
and white
Brown
rice.
rice and
Mm.
white rice would have not given you the option, but brown rice would have given you another 5 points. The last thing is popcorn. Popcorn is also a whole grain food. It simply says the whole grain. If the whole grain is used there, that is whole grain food. Good that you quit there and you did not give me white rice as the answer. You got 10 points. Had you given me white rice as the answer, your score would have been reset to 0 and you would not score anything in this round. Next question to team number 2. Previous two teams have scored something or the other in the second round. Let's see what's in store for the team number 2, KVONGC. KVONGC, 2 topics are down, 4 are open for you. What would you like to go for?
Sir, we'll go for World Cup.
You will go for World Cup, and here is a question on World Cup. List the countries that have hosted ICC Women's Cricket World Cup. Your timer has started, and what's your first pick? Some discussions going on there. 25 seconds to go. Yes, what's your first pick? Huh?
Australia.
Australia will give you plus 5.
England.
England will give you another 5, that is 10.
Sir, we'll quit.
You want to quit there? Good. You also quit at 10 points. 3 teams have quit at 10 points. They're playing smart. Let's see what are the 2 other guesses had they not quit. What are your 2 other guesses if you did not quit? You said
India and
Australia and England. India and South Africa, you should have gone for it. You could have got 25 points, a full house in this question, but you did not go there. Hey there, are you guessing the answers correctly but missing out on the rewards? Here is your 12th man chance. All you need to do is open the Fit India official Instagram page and check for the first clue in the stories. Then wait for the second clue, which will be shown on your screen in the next few seconds along with a question. Your job is to call on this number and give the answer within 5 minutes and stand a chance to win exciting prizes. Here is your second clue. Next question, the final question in this round to team number 1, KV Banbasa. The 3 teams have scored something. Let's see what's in store for you. 3 topics are open for you and 3 are down. What's your pick?
Indigenous sports.
Indigenous sports, and here is your question on indigenous sports. List the martial arts which do not use weapons. Which do not use weapons.
Thoda. Mala Yuddha.
Unfortunately is the wrong answer. You started with the wrong answer and you do not score anything in this round. The correct answers for this question is Bhuja Yuddha, Sarit Sarak, Kuttu Varisi and Malla Yuddha. First team did not score on this by unfortunately going with the first wrong option, and here is how the scorecard looks like at the end of second lap. Team number 1, KV Banbasa at 15 points, KV ONGC at 25 points, KV Lohaghat at 25 points, KV Srinagar at 10 points. Still we have 2 more rounds to go. The rules of next round, do or die, on your screens now.
In Do or Die, we introduce buzzer questions. When you buzzer, you have 2 choices. Play it safe to earn 10 points, or risk losing 10 points, or take a risk to double the points, potentially earning 20 points or risking a loss of 20 points. If the first team to buzz in answers incorrectly, the question will be passed on to the next team on the buzzer. Before providing your answer, ensure you declare whether you are playing for the default points or opting for double points. This round can significantly impact your score, so be quick, smart, and confident.
In Do or Die, we have more than 100 points at stake, and here is the first question coming up on your screens. Teams, hands on your buzzers. What is the Sanskrit name for the Yogasana that means a palm tree? A very easy question. KV Banbaza is on the buzzer. Do you want to go for
Tadasana.
double or default?
Double,
You did not
double,
go for double or default. Sorry, you did not go
double,
for
double.
double or default. You already said Tadasan. So that gives you only plus 10. I told you teams, cool down. Just go for double or default and then answer. You have 5 to 6 seconds to answer. That is ample enough time to go for double or default and then answer. Although they knew the answer for very sure, they could have gone for plus 20, but they went for default, so they get only plus 10. Plus 10 to KV Banbasa. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Question number 2 of round number 3 coming up on your screens now. Which civil rights activist originally from Atlanta is commemorated with the letters MLK on the Atlanta Hawks jersey? MLK. There is no timer on this, please ignore that timer. MLK, no one going on this. Very easy question. Which civil rights activist is commemorated by the letters MLK? I'm surprised no one going on this. A very easy question for a state final. I'm closing the buzzer in 3, 2 and 1. Teams, now you can unmute and answer. What would MLK be? Who would MLK be? No one going for guesses also. Teams, you'll not lose anything. You can just go ahead and guess. You won't lose or gain anything here. Okay, anyway, I'll give out the answer. No one going for the guess also. The answer is Martin Luther King the Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. MLK stands for Martin Luther King. No one went for it. Very simple question to score a double. Next question, teams, hands on your buzzers. The question coming up on your screens now. Which Commonwealth Championship and World Championship medalist is the younger brother of Chirag, the national badminton champion in men's singles last year? Again, no teams on the buzzer yet. Looks like they're playing very safe. Is any team safely into the nationals? I don't think so. All the teams are neck to neck here, but still no one taking the risk. No one going on the buzzer. The answer for this is Lakshya Sen. No one going for it. Lakshya Sen, very simple question here again. The next question is also very simple. Let's see if that will take one team to the nationals safely. Next question on your screens now. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Which prestigious event did many soldiers prefer to attend, causing a temporary setback to Greek kings planned to form a military alliance against the invading Persians in 480 BC? Remember, this is a sports quiz, sports and fitness quiz, and we are talking about an event which many Greek soldiers wanted to attend instead of a war, instead of a military alliance and a war against Persians in 480 BC. No one going on this on the buzzer in a sports and fitness quiz, a history question in sports and fitness quiz from Greece. No one going for it. Very simple answer. Any teams, you can unmute and answer now. One team is on the buzzer, although I closed the buzzer. Sorry, I cannot give you the answer. I cannot give you the chance now. We've closed the buzzers before that. Anyway, you can go ahead and answer for no points. KV Srinagar, what would you like to answer? What is your answer? No points you get for this. Olympics is the correct answer. You could have gone for it. Why did you not go for it? Greek, ancient times, and an event, a sports quiz, all this leads to only one thing, the Olympics. No teams have gone for it when the buzzer was open. One team buzzed later, but they won't get any points for that. Next question, teams, hands on your buzzers. Here is the question. The book Hit Refresh by Satya Nadella was launched at which iconic venue in London? KVONGC has gone for it. KVONGC, what's your answer? But before that, double or default?
Sir, the Lords.
I asked you double or default, but still you want to go for lots without saying double or default. That will only give you plus 10. Plus 10 to KB ONGC. They did not go for double. Had they doubled, I guess they would have been in the lead, but not in the safe lead before the fourth round of the quiz. Let's have a look at the scorecard at the end of the third round, do or die. First team KB Banbasa at 25, KB ONGC at 35. They are in the lead but not in the safe lead to go to the national finals. KV Lohagarh at 25 points and KV Srinagar at 10 points. Still there are 4 more questions to go and 60 points at stake. Anything can happen in the last 4 questions or maybe in the last question itself. Let's see what happens in the fourth round, the final lap. Here are the rules.
In the final round, you will face questions on the buzzer. Each question will present you with a statement, and your task is to buzz in and indicate whether the statement is true or false. If you answer correctly, you'll score 10 points, but a wrong answer will cost you 10 points. Additionally, you have the option to answer a follow-up question. This allows you to gain an extra 5 points or risk losing 5 points, depending on your response. However, be aware that the follow-up question can be quite challenging, so think carefully before answering. If you choose to skip the follow-up question, the next team on the buzzer will have the chance to attempt it. Good luck and may the smartest team win.
The first question of the final lap on your screens now. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Anulom Vilom Pranayama involves rapid breathing techniques through nostrils. Which popular yoga guru invented the Anulom Vilom Pranayama method in 1960s? If false, what does Anulom Vilom Pranayama involve? SSB Srinagar, KV SSB Srinagar is on the buzzer. Is it true or false, KV?
So true.
You say it is true, and what would be your follow-up answer?
So we will not go.
You don't want to go for the follow-up question anyway. Your true answer was wrong, and that will take your score back to minus 10. That is back to 0. Next team on the buzzer, KV Banbasa, would you like to go for the correct follow-up question? That is, what does Anulom Vilom Pranayama involve? What breathing technique does it involve? KV Banbasa, would you like to go for it? You are the next one on the buzzer.
Inhaling and exhaling slowly.
Inhaling and exhaling slowly through different nostrils is the correct answer. That will give you plus 5. You have to inhale through one nostril and exhale through other nostril, not both the nostrils at the same time, and that too very slowly. That's how the Anulom Vilom techniques work, and that gives KV Banbasa plus 5 points. 3 more questions to go. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Next question coming up on your screens now. English and French are the 2 permanent official languages of all Olympic Games. If true, what is the third official language? If false, what are the 2 permanent official languages? No teams on the buzzer yet. English and French are the 2 permanent official languages of all Olympic Games. Is it true or false? No teams on the buzzer. Very neck-to-neck fight for the national championship, for the position in the national finals. One team on the buzzer, KV Banbasa, what's your answer? True or false? Unmute and tell me.
So true.
You say it is true. Would you like to go for the follow-up question?
No, sir.
You don't want to go for the follow-up question, and that gives you plus 10. No teams on the buzzer for the follow-up question yet. So any teams can unmute and answer. What is the third official language of Olympic Games whenever they happen somewhere? No one taking a guess. Also, the third official language is the Yes, KBONGC, you want to say something?
Chinese.
You are saying Chinese, not Chinese, but Chinese could have been correct if it was 2008, but the language changes as per the host country or the host city. The host city's language is the third official language of Olympic Games. English, French, and the host city's language. So that will give you 10 points to team KV Banbasa and no points for anyone on the follow-up question. The last 2 questions of this quiz, penultimate question appearing on your screens now. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Eating late at night can negatively affect sleep quality and digestion. KV Lohagarh has already gone on it. KV Lohagarh, true or false? Very simple question here. KV Lohagat. What's your answer? True or false? Unmute fast.
Son.
What?
Is it true?
KV Lohagat? Lohagat says true. And would you like to go for the follow-up question? What is the recommended time to stop eating before going to bed to avoid sleep disturbances?
But
KV
last
Lohagat, would you
minute.
like to go?
No, sir.
You don't
No,
want
sir.
to go for that, and
No, sir.
that gives you plus 10 for saying true. And KV Banbasa, would you like to go for that follow-up question? How many hours before sleeping should you stop eating? KV
3 to
Banbasa,
4 hours.
3 to 4 hours will give you plus 5 to Banbasa and plus 10 to Lohagat on the penultimate question. The last question of the quiz, the deciding question of this quiz, question appearing on your screens. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Here is the question. Roll ball is an Indian indigenous sport combining the elements of roller skating, basketball and football. Is it true or false? KVONGC is on the buzzer. KVONGC, what's your answer? Unmute KVONGC. What's your answer? You say it is false. And what would be your follow-up question, follow-up answer? This game combines the elements of which sport? If you are correct, if your false is correct, you are on tie for the first position. If your answer is correct, you will go for 50 points. You don't
Sir, we
want to
don't-
go for the follow-up question. Anyway, your false is a wrong answer and that gives you minus 10. KV Lohagat is the second team on the buzzer. KV Lohagat, what's your answer? Would you like to go for the follow-up question? Which Indian state on the western coast is the birthplace of roll ball? The answer for this question is Maharashtra. The roll ball game started in Maharashtra and is gaining quite good popularity across the country nowadays. And that brings us to the end of this quiz. Here is how the scorecard looks like. KV Banbasa with 45 points safely into the national finals. KV ONGC at 25, KV Lohagat at 35 and KV SSB Srinagar at 0. They gained something and they lost something. They are back to 0. KV Banbasa, congratulations. KV ONGC and KV Lohagat, you played well until the last question, but you took a negative on the last few questions and you're not into the national finals. Better luck next time. And that brings us to the end of yet another thrilling episode of Fit India Quiz. I'm Vishnu signing off. Meet you another time. Until next time, stay fit, stay healthy. Jai Hind.